Okay, what's up, guys? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, anywhere you are in the world. So today, talk about train lines, guys. Train lines. First thing is to use your trend line. You click on this button. You use the extended line. See the extended line, right? So, settings. You ensure the line is extending right. And you can click the middle points, right? So extended line, you click on extend right line, then you click on middle point, okay? And then you can change the color to the one you like. So I prefer this color. Then you can decide to add an arrow if you want, whichever one you want. Okay. So extend right, middle point. These two, they're the most important, right? So that's your extended right strength. Right. The second rule is that So the second rule is to never trade trend lines alone. Okay. Okay. So never trade trend lines alone. Trend lines are we trade trend lines with SNRs. Okay. SNRs can be classical SNR, engulfings. It could be HNS, BHNS, any of those things. What we do is we trade trend lines with SNR levels. All right. So Trendline is like a second conference, or is like a conference, right? We already have our trade setup, we already have our SNR level. For example, we already have an SNR level. We already have our two-time breakout or our MSU or anything. It is after we have these things that we now start to look for trend lines. Okay. Why do we want to look for trend lines? We're looking for trend lines in order to be able to enter continuation. So when price comes back, we want to be able to enter. Okay. So that's the basic reason why we look for trend lines. So we don't trade trend lines alone. Okay. There has to be 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 bad English, right? There has to be a breakout, so there has to be SNR level, there has to be breakouts or MSU, depending on the time frame we're looking at. And then you trade the retracement in 500 TL. Okay. So first rule, never trade TL alone. TL is to be traded with SNR levels after breakouts or MSU or after two-time breakouts. Okay. After BP most times. So SNR and TL will make you have that decision to decide to sell or to decide to buy. Okay. Make you take up the decision to decide to sell or to decide to buy. Right. This guy sneaked out of the joke. Bro, you're different,
Good
man.
morning, sir. Good
Money.
morning, sir. Good morning. It is about 10:30, 11:30 timing for me. That is why very hard to join the class from
Classes. Yeah, I understand, man. No worries, no worries, no worries. Thanks for coming. Only you here, man. People vote
Sir,
one.
that is the thing. I thought nobody would come. You would again you would get mad at all of us. That is why I came, sir.
Okay, nice. All right, let's get to it, man. Okay, so never trade trend lines alone, and trade trend lines with
Okay.
SNL levels, breakouts, MSUs, and TLs. So now, how do you draw trend lines? Okay, trend lines. When you have a trend line like this, we draw trend lines with the closing price, and then we enter on the third touch. Now I'm
Yes.
going to explain this in a very mute your mic, Carrington. All right, I'm
Okay.
going to explain this in a much better way. Okay, so when we have a trend line, whatever type of trend line you have, the idea of drawing trend line is that your first and your second touch must be on an engulfing. Okay, so for a trend line support, for a trend line support, you have something like this. Sorry guys, I want to make a clear example so you guys see what I'm saying. Because I said we are focusing on the closing price, right? Closing price, okay? So you have something like this, then something like this. Okay, I'll try to do fast so you can go back to your job. I'll try to explain as best as I can. All right, so for support trend lines, you mark your trend lines on the closing price of the bearish candle. All right. So number one, it has to be engulfing. Your first and second touch, this first and this second touch, they have to be engulfing. You can have a lot of touch here in between the first and second touch. You ignore it as long as they are not engulfing. Okay. You ignore the touches as long as they are not engulfing. The most important thing is that your first and your second touch are engulfing. And to draw for support, trend line support, you are drawing the support from the closing price of the bearish candle. So closing price of bearish candle, closing price of bearish candle. Okay. So first touch, second touch, the third touch is your entry. So you would have your first and your second touch before price comes back for a retracement. So the third touch is your entry. This is for trend line support. For trend line resistance, trend line. Okay. For resistance, you're drawing your trend line on the closing price of the bullish candle, and it must be an engulfing, right? On the closing price of the bullish candle. So you have this. So this is our trend line on this closing price. So we have our first touch, we have our second engulfing touch. When price comes back the third time, this is our entry, okay? And you want to enter for trend line, you want to enter above the trend line. So never enter below trend line. Okay, always enter above your trend line, above your trend line. Okay, and know that trend line, you don't trade trend lines alone, right? So there's going to be an SNL level around that area where you intend to use your trend line. And that's why a lot of traders, when they learn trend line, there is a need for you to, there's a fascination that comes with it, right? Trend line is so beautiful, guys. So, so, so beautiful, so sweet. But the fact that when you come to live markets, the trend line is not the ultimate thing for you to find, right? A lot of um folks don't ultimately find the trend line because you can get a trend line and you might not get a trend line. So the idea is if you don't have a trend line, will you still decide to take the trade? Well, we'll talk about that when we talk about setting up a trade. But you must know how to master trend line. So this method of placing trend line on the closing prices is called the hooking method, right? So you place your trend line for support, trend line support, you place it on the bearish closing price of the bearish candle and on the closing price of the bullish candle for resistance. Okay. So I think that's soft enough. right? So now let's look at types of trend lines. Types of trend lines. Types of trend lines. So types. We have type one. So for type one, we have the continuation and then the reversal trend line. So for the continuation, the reversal first. For the reversal trend line, you have price do something like this. So you look for it when price is reversing, guys. Reversal, sorry. This is your trend line. Okay, this type one. So for type one, this guy can either break out or not. It's not compulsory for this guy to break out for this to be a valid trend line. The only thing for you to have a valid trend line is this guy must break this guy. All right. Okay, so you have engulfing, engulfing, then you have your entry. Okay, engulfing, engulfing, entry, right? So for sell scenario, you have tap, first tap, second touch, entry. Okay, first touch, second touch, entry. So this is type one reversal. So this is buy scenario, this is sell scenario. Type one continuation setup, right? So you have something like this. Right? First touch, second touch, entry. Okay. First touch, second touch, entry. First touch, this is your second touch, and this is your entry. All right. So you see breakout, breakout, taps, entry. Okay. For sell scenario, you have something like this. This continuation, right? So first touch, second touch, entry. First touch, second touch, entry. So this is type one TL. Okay. So let's see examples in the chat. Let's see examples. Let me use another program so it will be easy. Okay. So let's see examples type one. Let's go to the T H1 and 13. That's what math. Okay, finally. All right. So for the purpose of this class, I'm intentionally putting my line charts on the charts as a moving average. So I'm able to follow through. So I don't have to be going back to my line charts here and there because for trend lines, if you've not mastered the game, there's a probability that this is going to shake you off. So you have to put your line chart on the chart. All right, so um see first trend line, the first touch, second touch, entry, right? As first trend line. Okay. These are the reversal types. I thought I saw something. Sorry. All right, another one here. Right. The first touch or the second touch. This is your entry. Why is this a valid entry? It's a valid entry because this candle closed below this, closed below the engulfing. Even though this one did not close, so it's still valid. All right. Okay. So this is reversal, reversal. Let's look for more examples. Another reversal here, right? First touch, second touch. This is entry. Okay. Entry for this buyer. Okay. Right. See one. We're trying to look at recent price action, so it will be easy for It's easy to see how price works or how price had moved. Okay, another one here. Just reverse ours right for now. Let's draw trend line. Didn't touch this one. That's right. Didn't touch it really. Doesn't touch that trend line. Don't force it. Don't force trend lines, guys. Never force trend lines. Right? Another one. First touch, second touch. Entry. Good or bad? Another one. First touch, second touch. Take this off. This is the first touch. This is our second touch. This is entry. So let's look for continuations now. For continuations, by continuation, right? First touch, second touch, entry. Okay, this is your entry. Okay, that's for buy continuations. For sales, sell continuation, first touch, second touch, your entry. Okay, wish you can get something more perfect than that. First touch, right here. First touch, second touch, entry. Okay, give a brief drop. So that's still validating it. All right, another one was by scenario though. Here interpret all that. Okay, more example. Oh, good. These are sales examples for continuation, right? If you always enter below trend line, price then you start find another example. First touch, second touch, entry. Okay, so that's for type one. That's for type one. That's for type one. All right. Where is this guy? Okay, that's type one. So the next type two setup. First. The type 2 setup can also be, and one thing you'll notice is that this trend line is descending, right? Is descending from where? Is it from the left or from the right? It's descending from the left. Use your own left. This is my left, right? This guy, is he ascending from the right or ascending from the left? It is ascending from the left. So tier one, reversal, ascends from the left, descends from the left. For continuation, okay, ascends from the right, descends from the right. So we going descending, right? Descending. So we're starting from here, we're going descending. Here we're starting from the left, ascending from the left, descending. Here, yeah. All right. So let's go. And that's why they form an X shape. We'll talk about this. So this one is this, right? This one is this. Okay. So this one. This one is this, right? This one is this. Okay, so the beauty of string line. So that's type one. For type two is super dope. And type 2 also have a continuation and a reversal pattern. So the reversal type 2, you have something like this. Price is going up, then break. Okay. Retrace. entry. Okay, so this is the reversal type for type 2. So for type 2, you have two supports or two resistance break. So first, second, okay, break, first touch, second touch, entry. This is reversal, right? Because we were going high, we were going up before, so price broke, first, second, and then entry. Okay, for buy scenario, we have price selling, ooh, trace, then entry. First touch, second touch, this is your entry. So this is TL2 reversal, right? TL2 reversal. Okay. For TL2 continuation, we'll delete this guy. Off you go. 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 For TL2 continuation, for sell setup, so price is already selling, guys. Already selling. Okay. Then we had breakout, right? Retrace and went down. Okay. So this is sell setup. First touch, second touch, entry. This is your entry. Yes. First touch, second touch, entry. Okay. You see that it's different from this one. This reversal trend line is going this way. Okay. Continuation trend line is going this way. Okay. All right. It could go this way as well, actually. Then it could come this way also. Right? That's the fun of trend line. Trend line, super, super fun, man. Okay. For type 2, by continuation, type 2 by continuation. So you have something like this. Support, resistance, resistance, and then on support price bias, and then you start to move. Okay. So selling, buying. Okay. Now this can come in many forms, right? This can also be something like this, right? This can be something like this. First, first touch, second touch, tap, and then start to sell. Okay. This also can be something like this. First touch, second touch, first, second, entry. Right? You don't use TLs more than 3 times. Okay. So first, second, the third time is your entry. Right. So back to M13. So TL type 2, reversal. Okay, we didn't tap. The first touch, second touch. So this would have been a good entry. Okay. All right, let's see more examples. So didn't tap here. No FOMO. First touch, second touch, entry. Okay. First touch, second touch, then entry. Okay. So let me see. I have this okay. I have this screenshot and linked something. Right. So this is type 2. First touch, second touch, entry. Okay. First touch, second touch, entry. First touch, second touch, entry. First touch, second touch, entry. First touch, second touch here, so the second touch, and then entry. First touch, second touch, then entry. Okay, first touch, second touch, entry. So this is all type 2, type 2, type 2, type 2. First touch, second touch, breakout, entry. So your entry. Okay. First touch, second touch, and then entry. All right, so that's for, okay, I'm sharing the right screen. Okay, so that's for type 2 trend lines. Now for type 3 trend lines are just used to know the trend, right? So just we really don't talk about type 3 trend lines that much. So the next type of trend line is the Codex. The Codex. Let me show you guys how the Codex look like. All right. So we have something like this. Right. Start. So for type 5, you either have two shoulders. Is type 5 is QM or HMS. So you either have two shoulders before the apex or after. Okay, so it's this shoulder, one shoulder before, this is two shoulder after. This is the apex. So this is your first touch, this is your second touch, and this is your entry. Or you can have something like this, two shoulders, right? Your apex, and then your entry. Okay, so first touch, this first touch, second touch, then this is your entry. Okay, or you can have for cell scenario, one shoulder, apex, two shoulder after the apex, entry. Okay, so one shoulder, second touch, third, third touch. So you see this one has two shoulders after the apex, two shoulders after. This is two shoulders before the apex. Okay, so two shoulders before the apex, entry. Okay, first touch, second touch, entry. Okay, so this is type 5. So let's see examples. So to get type 5, usually just look out for um reversal since the QM model. Okay, so see this, see first touch, see second touch, this entry. Okay, now this is two shoulders after the apex. First touch, second touch, entry. Okay, let's go. Another example. First touch, second, these two shoulders before the apex. Sorry about that. First touch, second touch. Oh, we didn't touch it the third time. All right, let's go. All right, so another example. First touch, second touch, entry. First, second, entry. Okay. Last example. First touch, second touch, entry. Okay. So that's for type 5. All right. Now for type 6. Yeah, Trendlines are super, super powerful. Super, super powerful. All right, for type 6, can have something like this. Breakouts, right? First touch. Sorry, this is the first touch. Second touch. Third touch is your entry. Okay. This is one of the setups I gave you guys, right? Engulfing, entry. This is the extended type 6 is the extended EFG setup. If you've seen the last video, this will make a lot of sense. So type 6 is the extended EFG setup. Okay. So first touch, second touch, engulfing. Entry rather. For buy scenario, you have this, sorry, sell scenario. Second touch, entry. Okay. So you have first touch, you have second touch, and then you have entry. All right. So type 6 is continuation setup. Okay. Type 6 continuation, type 5 is reversal. So anytime you're looking for reversal, there are trend lines you'll be looking at. For reversals, you'll be looking at type 1, reversal trend line, this type, or type 5, or type 2. Okay. Type 2 has reversal. So for continuations, you'll be looking at type 1 continuation setup, type 2 continuation setup, and type 6. Okay. So you're going to look at other types. So let's see examples. Type 6. So first touch, right? Breakout, second touch, entry, right? This is your entry. Okay. Continuation setup. First touch, second touch, entry. Okay. How many pips did it give? So small, right? So small, 30 pips. Okay. First touch, second touch, entry. So the difference between type 2 and type 6 is that in type 2, you have your 2 breakouts before the entry. So this is type 2, right? You have 1, 2, right? And then this is the entry. But for type 6, you only have 1, right? This is 1, 2, right? For type 6, you only have 1 breakout, then first, and then entry. So it's just like type 5, where you have 2 shoulders before the apex, or 2 shoulders after the apex. So in type 2, you have 2 before the breakout. In type 6, you have just 1 for the breakout, and then the entry. So 1 breakout, first touch, second touch. Okay. Continuation setup, guys. Trying to see if we can get one here. Right. So this type 6 or type 2. Yes, for sure. You can check all time frames. The most we'll talk about when we talk about entry, I'll mention the best time frame to look for tails. It is just to be able to master tails for people that don't know how to master tails yet. So what tail is this? Is this type 2 or type 6?
Type 6, sir.
Type, type 6? No, this is not type 6, bro. This is type 2, man.
Okay, okay.
First,
Sir.
second. For okay, let me show you guys. Let me show you again. So for type 2, you have two supports or two resistance before the breakout. So this is type 2, right? Two supports before the breakout. Okay, that's type 2. Two resistance before the breakout. Okay, two supports before the breakout. Two resistance before the breakout. But for type 6, you only have one, right? One resistance before the breakout.
Got it, sir. Got it.
Exactly. So let me see each one. Just one more type 6 example before we fly from here. Okay. Step 6, guys. So we have breakouts. First touch, second touch, third touch. Okay. First touch, second touch, third touch. So that's type 6 TL. Right now, the next TL, which is perfect for scalping, right? It's called a Codex. Codex, 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 Codex. Right. Let's see. Why is my screen shrinking? Sorry, should be for chance. Right. So, all right. So this is how it looks like. Crazy, right? Now you look for this. You find this setup when you have a double top or a double bottom. Okay. So you see, this is a double top. All right. So first touch, second touch, entry. Okay. First, second entry. Why? This is a double top, right? So you can have a double bottom variant where you have something like this. Okay. First touch, second touch, entry. So double top, right? Double bottom. Okay, let's see examples. Okay. Here's an example. Okay. No, it does not have to be straight, right? This is first touch, second touch, entry, double top, right? First touch, second touch, and then entry. Okay. Another example. If I go to the M1, you're going to be seeing a lot of this M1 in private. Let's say in private. First touch, second touch. Did it touch? But as per trend line, no good trend line. Okay, let's see another example. Let's see an example. The example is first, second, that breakouts, double top here, right? When you see trend line, we don't force it, guys. Don't force it. Never force trend lines, guys. First touch, second touch, but I'm not sure if we third. Nope, bad trend line. Okay. Share, no schedule, no share. Share my screen. Yes. So first touch, second touch, see entry, right? First touch, second touch, entry. Okay. Okay, see. First touch, second touch, entry. Okay. First touch, second touch, entry. First touch, second touch, entry. Okay. First touch, second touch, entry. Okay. Double top, right? First touch, second touch, entry. Okay, same thing here. First touch, second touch, entry. Right? Two shots, right? Same thing here. First touch, second touch, entry. Anywhere entry actually. Okay, first touch, see second touch, entry. Okay, first touch, second touch, entry. First touch, second touch, entry. Okay, right. So this is type 6. This is type 6. This is example of type 6. So one breakout. So back to my screen. Okay, so type 1, type 2, type 5, type 6, Codex, and then the last but not least is the BHS, the broken gap, or sorry, broken HNS trend line. Okay, this is the trend line you use for broken HNS, right? So the first thing is to remember what broken HNS is. So for sell scenario, you have this head and shoulders. You want to sell here? No, price breaks, right? And when price break, price would come back, right? So this is the broken HNS. Okay, this is broken HNS. But for the trend line, this is the broken HNS trend line. So you have your QM, right? Comes, you have a Q here, it breaks, price is tapping and moving. Okay, so your first touch, second touch, entry. First touch, second touch, entry. All right. For sell scenario, it's just the same thing. So you have your sell scenario. Yeah, for sell scenario. So you have this QM, expecting price to buy here. No, price breaks, taps, comes down. So this is your broken HNS. So for your broken HNS trend line, you have something like this break. So you have this tap, break, tap, break. Okay. So first touch, second touch, entry. Why is this? So this happens because this guy, you have an SNL level form around the same zone as the previous left shoulder. The same thing here, right? See, around this same zone, you have this guy forms, breaks out, then press taps, and then starts to run. Okay. Let me see if I have examples that I've done before. Tile type 6, step 6, step 6, step 6, step 6, step 6. Oh, okay. We have examples. Let's do for it on the chat. So remember, broken agents are continuation setups. So you would see them where you least expect. Okay. See one example here. Right? First touch, second touch, entry. Oh, is this a broken HNS? Yes, it is. See? 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 You see what I was saying? Broken HNS got broken, press comes back. First touch, second touch, entry. Okay. So let's see my examples. Right? Another example here. First touch, second touch, entry. Okay. Broken HNS. I love broken HNS. Broken HNS is very, very interesting. One of the best trend line you can actually find on the chart. Okay. So let's see one example. One more example. So you must remember it's continuation setup. So you don't find it somewhere else unless you're looking for continuations. So let's see, let's see, let's see. Let's see, let's see. Right, see one right here. Okay, left shoulder, right? First touch, second touch, guys. And then you have your entry. Okay. Example, broken HNS, right? This would have been perfect for sales, but so sorry, it's not for sales. So first touch, just second touch, and then entry. First touch, second touch, entry. It's supposed to be for sales though. But one more final. One more final one. Okay, I think we've seen here. So just look for it around where you expect continuations, right? What do you expect continuations to happen? Okay. This is not a broken agents, it's the codex. What trend line is this? What trend line is this?
No, I guess I need to revise it first, I guess. Not very good at trend lines.
Oh, okay. So this is Codex, right? So you have your first touch, you have your double tap, right? Double tap, second touch, and then entry. So this is Codex. Codex. Okay. One more example. This would have been a good example, but let me see. It is an example. Okay. Good example, right? First touch, second touch. Oh, it's not. I thought this guy tapped, but it did not. Okay, so bad trend line. All right, another good example. Broken is an HNS level where you're expecting price to sell from, right? So the price sell from it, no. So you have first touch, second touch right here, and then you have entry. Okay. You have to just follow the idea, right? Follow the idea, right? And it's continuation, right? You must, the first step is knowing where to look for them. So when you know where to look for them, you solved half of the challenge, okay? So in this scenario, we have first touch, this is the shoulder, first touch, we have second touch, right? First touch, second touch, entry, okay? Continuation sells. Another example here. Another example here. Your first touch, your second touch, oh, pricing target. Just skipped it by a minute. Just skipped it by a mile, actually. Am I tired of this? Not yet. Not yet. Well, so let's see last example. Okay, another example. First touch, second touch, entry. Okay. This is type 6. This type 6 trend line. Okay. So I think we've come to the end of trend lines. So tomorrow we'll look at the X confirmation. So when do you enter with trend lines? On what time frame do you enter with trend lines? When do you enter with trend lines? And many more things will be covered. All right. Do you have any questions?
No, sir. Need to revise.
Okay. Okay. Very well. Very well. All right. So we'll call it a day here. Enjoy your work before your boss sacks you, man.
Yes, sir.